Hello everybody, let me do that again. Hello everybody, welcome back to April's on a Budget. I'm April, and today I'm going to be doing something a little differently. So to start with, I'm going to be doing some Happy Mail, which I'm super excited about. I have peeked, I admit it, and went through it very thoroughly, and I'm super happy with my order. But I also have some ranting to do. So if you're not into that sort of thing, then you may want to click off now. And if not, then bear with me, please, because I'm very angry and I'm very frustrated. I have recorded this video already once, and it was too bitter, too angry, too frustrated. So I'm recording it a second time where I don't sound quite so bitter, so angry, and so frustrated. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to open my Happy Mail. This is some mail that I've ordered from the UK for Christmas. For my Christmas binder for 2025. So that's not something that I'm going to be playing anytime soon. I won't be starting it until January. I do have 2 other orders, both from the UK, both still in transit. And I will say that just to start this post, that those were ordered several weeks ago, but I'm aware, because I ship to the UK, and internationally, I ship everywhere, that when you are shipping from countries like the UK or Germany or Russia or anywhere else like that, shipping takes a long time to get here, and I'm okay with that. That's why I ordered it months and months before Christmas, to make sure that I had it in time for Christmas. Now, that being said, excuse me, before I get into all that, I'll go ahead and I will open this, and then we will move on to my binder, and I will start putting my binder together that I ordered, and then I will try to more calmly discuss what I'm about to discuss. Okay, so what did I get? This is from Katherine at KT Creations. Oh my God, KT Creations UK. I will leave a link down in the description box below. Her stuff is absolutely amazing. The quality is outstanding, and I can't wait to use this in 2025. Okay, so I'm still calming down. I was shaking when I did the first video, like really trembling, shaking. I'm still a little there, but I will calm down, hopefully, over time. So the first thing that she sent to me, and oh my God, Katherine, if you watch my videos, can you please tell me where you get these from? Because I need to get slips like this, because they're so cute. They're so cool. It's my receipt, but it's printed on, like, I don't know, a glossy paper, and I don't know if she prints this or if she has another you know, third party that does this, but oh my God, I love it. Anyway, so she's got this thank you to you for your order. I'm not going to open up the inside because it does have my receipt and all the information on the inside, so I'm not going to do that. But anyway, she sent me this to start with, and I love the color. And here's the thing, it perfectly matches this, which is why I ordered this. So because I don't know why, but I love this color. It's like a pinky brown. I don't know if this would be called rose or rose gold, or I'm not sure, but anyway, it's beautiful. I love it. So this was the first thing. It was an A6 savings challenge. It saved $600. So you just cross off each little bauble. I think I'm from the UK now. Here we call it a ball. So I cross off each little ball, and it's valued at $10, and then each little present underneath, all valued at $10, and the total is $600. Now I wanted to keep each savings challenge for my binder well under 500 or under. This one's 600, but I loved it, so I had to order it. So there's that one. And then the next one is this one, which totals $200. Now these 3 will be the only 3 high ones, I think, that I have in my binder, and the rest will just be low ones. So this one is $200. So you just scratch off each little ball, each gold Christmas ball, and then it gives you $200. And it comes as well, oh, I'm still shaking a bit. It comes as well with this Christmas tracker. I was actually going to wait until the rest of my orders came from the UK to do this and just do it all in one great big video. But then this thing happened this morning, and I was like, you know what? I had to do some changes on my Etsy shop, and if anybody's going to purchase today, they'll be like, what the heck? And I need to explain why. So I need this video to go up ASAP. And then this one that I got from her, oh my God, I'm so excited about this one. Okay, so it's got this lovely little tracker that goes, it comes with the envelopes, by the way, the A6 envelopes, very reasonably priced. And then you open up the savings goal cards, and then you can choose which budget is going to work best for you. So there's a 100, a 300, a 350, a 500, an 800, and a 1000. I'm going to do this one, which is where I choose my own value, because I kind of want it to be between 1 and 3. I'm thinking, if I did my math right, it was somewhere around 280, I think is what it's going to be. 260 or 280, I can't remember. But anyway, that's the one that I'm going to do, and I think I'm going to do it 2 times. So, by using this one, what she also includes is these little playing cards. So it's got the little instructions here on top on what you're supposed to do. And then it comes with these little scratch-offs. So each little scratch-off, you scratch it off, and then it would have the corresponding symbol on here. So if I want the wreath to be worth $20 and I happen to scratch the wreath on here, I would color in the wreath on here, and then the wreath is done and I pay $20. So there's I believe it was 25 icons and 25 cards. So you're never gonna, you know, if I pull 2 wreaths, there's not going to be a 3rd wreath. There will only be 2 in the deck. And then once you finish, my tracker should total 200, and I can't remember, it's 200 and something anyway, is what my total will be. So I'm super excited about that. And for me, because I make savings challenges, it's going to be easy for me to just put a sticker back on it. When I want to reuse it, I'll just put the sticker back on and re-scratch them, because it's not like I'm going to remember what each one was valued at. But if you don't have scratch stickers, you can just do it the old-fashioned way and give your cards a shuffle, and then just pick a card, and then whatever then the symbol is on here, that's what you would pay to this card. So anyway, brilliant. I love it. I love it. She also has a Halloween one, just for anybody who's interested. There's a Halloween one, and I was gonna order the Halloween one, but I don't know that it would get here in time for me to, it might get here before Halloween, but it certainly wouldn't get here in time for me to do any impact on any kind of savings for me. So I decided not to do that one, then I would just do the Christmas one, and maybe I'll order the Halloween one at a later date for next Halloween. Not that I spend much on Halloween. Halloween's actually our cheapest holiday. But anyway, okay, now, oh, and also, I almost forgot, she also included this ugly Christmas sweater savings challenge, where you choose the like whatever amount you want the sweater to be. And I think it's cute because it says each jumper. We call them sweaters here. But each jumper is worth $2. That's how I'm gonna do it, is $2, because I want to keep each challenge under $30. So and then I'm like of these little mini ones, and then I'll have an envelope in my binder that's just minis, like really minis, like under 20, maybe under $30, so I can work through them really quickly. So thank you for that, Catherine. I love the order, very, very beautiful, and I can't wait to use them. So I'm going to now start venting, now that I've done the only happy thing that's going to happen to me today. I'm gonna, yeah, start venting, so please bear with me. So I'm not gonna redo the unwrapping of, or unboxing of the Happy Mail, but I have to redo this part again for what is now the 3rd time, because I just can't seem to do it without absolutely losing my shit on camera. So yeah, and I'd like to say it's not normal. I'm usually a pretty calm person, but that's just not the case. Things give me a lot of anxiety, and unfortunately this one really, really has hit home hard. Okay, so before I get into what has most recently happened, I would like to wait until I calm down before I make this video. However, I can't do that because the changes that I've had to make to my Etsy shop are in effect already. And if anybody goes on today to order something from my Etsy shop, they'll be like, what the heck? I don't understand. And so I need to make sure that it's explained before I, today, so that anybody who goes on my Etsy shop today, I hope understands. Okay, so let me tell you a story first of all. So I, as an Etsy shop owner, and if you are somebody who does order from Etsy, or sorry, does have an Etsy shop, then most of you will understand this. There's some issues, at least for me, with tracking. So not with tracking. Oh God, I'm messing this up already. I've done this video now. This is the third time, and I just cannot seem to get it together. Now I don't know what to do with my hands for the rest of the video. So anyway, okay. So let me tell you a few incidences that I've had recently. Okay. So this one had a good outcome. At least I certainly hope it was a good outcome, where I had a customer, and I'm not going to name any names on here today. I don't do that sort of thing. And I don't know if this person will want to be mentioned, even though she was so incredibly gracious. Anyway, I had a customer from Australia recently make a purchase from me. Well, not recently. It was a few months ago. And she reached out to me, I think it was about 6 or 7 weeks after she placed the order, to say, I'm sorry to say this, but I haven't received my order yet. And I was like, what? What do you mean you haven't received it yet? I couldn't believe she hadn't received it yet. So I hightailed it down to Canada Post and said, hey, I have this order that went out. What happened? And the guy told me that because I shipped by sea, which I always do because I only charge $15 for shipping. So if I ship by air to someplace like Australia, it's going to cost me about $60. And I just can't do $60 on, I think it was an $80 order for shipping. So anyway, he told me that not to worry, that if she hasn't received it yet, it's 6 to 8 weeks by boat. So I said, okay. So I messaged her back and told her that Canada Post had let me know that it was 6 to 8 weeks by boat. So if she hadn't received it by the 8-week mark, that she could contact me, or I would contact her, and I would reship her. I would resend to her. She said no problem. She completely understood, and that was that. So the 8-week mark rolled around. Her and I had been in contact throughout that time anyway, just, via social media. So I was aware that she hadn't received it throughout this time. And once we hit that date, I said, okay, that's it. Enough is enough. I'm just going to reship you the package. So I did. She was very gracious, and she was like, oh, great. Thank you so much. And apologetic, which she had no need to be. She didn't need to be apologetic. She'd done nothing, nothing wrong. But she was very apologetic, and I was like, don't be sorry. Like, that's ridiculous. There's no way you should have to wait this long for a package. So I resent it to her. I sent it the second time. I sent it airmail so that she would receive it quickly, and she did get it, I believe, within 2 weeks. And still has not received the first package. And now we're borderline, I think, coming up on 3 months, and she still hasn't received that package. So it's clearly lost in the mail somewhere. Now, that is a good turnout as far as I'm concerned. It's not good for her because she had to wait. She had to wait a very long time. But I can't help, unfortunately, the mail. I can't help it if something gets lost in the mail. And if it does, I will happily refund or send you new product. However, then a couple of days later, I get a message from somebody in the United States that had made a purchase from me, and they got a message from Etsy saying that they could review the product that I had sent them, but they hadn't received the product. Now, this actually happens fairly common. When I ship, Etsy allows 3 to 5 days after it's shipped for it to arrive. Now, my post office, where I live, is rural. We're in the country. So if I ship it on a Monday, they don't have that picked up until Friday. So by the time it's picked up from them on Friday and mailed, it's Monday before it's probably shipped out, which means they're not receiving it probably till Thursday or Friday, well after the 3 to 5 days that Etsy estimates. Now, there's nothing I can do about that. I have reached out to Etsy and asked them to stop sending people these messages after 5 days, because they're not going to receive it in 5 days. I've had people order from Winnipeg, which is 70 kilometers away, and they don't receive it in 3 to 5 days. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. A minimum 10 days it's going to take if you're within Canada. If you're in the United States, you're looking probably at least 2 weeks before you're going to receive it. I can't help that. That's just the way our mail system works. That's the way Canada Post works, and snail mail here is really snail mail. I can't add tracking to packages because if I add tracking to packages, it's $11. If I ship something like this, it already costs me about $9 for me to ship this because of this. So it's above letter. So it cost me about $9 to ship it. If I add tracking, it's an additional $11, which means that it's going to cost me $20 minimum to ship this product. I only charge $25, so then I'm making nothing. I'm making nothing, so I can't do that. So my only recourse would be to increase my shipping costs. So if I were to increase my shipping costs to include tracking on all things that I ship and then send it by airmail, you'd be looking at $30 minimum, maybe $25 to ship this binder that only or this book that only costs $25. Now, that being said, most people, they'll reach out to me and I say to them, no problem, I'll send you a new one if you don't get it by tomorrow, but I guarantee you if Etsy sent you that notification today, you're going to receive it in the mail tomorrow or the next day. That's how it always works. And they always message me back and say, oh my God, it's arrived. I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's left at that. However, this person didn't reach out to me in United States, did not even reach out to me. Just gave me a 1-star review on my Etsy shop and left a comment that said, not only, not only, she was like, something along the lines of, I didn't even receive this package. And she left me a 1-star review. Didn't reach out to me, left me a 1-star review. And then this comment saying that it never did arrive. And that was it. And then the next day, reached out to me, but by this time I had already reached out to her and said, your package will be in the mail tomorrow or the next day, you'll receive it. But anyway, then she messaged me. Clearly she didn't read the message that I had sent to her, because she messaged me and said that she hadn't received her package. And I said to her, I said, yes, I know, I saw the review. And I told her, explain to her how our postal system works, and that it's going to sit in my post office for 3 days, 4 days. I can't help that. And then it'll be mailed to her, and she lives in the United States, so it's going to take a while. Things get held up at customs. That's how it works. And anyway, sure enough, it arrived the following day. She received it, was very happy with her package. However, that 1-star review is still on my account, and so is that comment that says that she never did receive her package, which means anybody reads that comment, they're going, oh crap, I can't order from this shop because I'm not even going to receive the package, which is never the case. If you don't receive it within a reasonable amount of time, I'll always resend it, always. Anyway, so that happened. So that was kind of like my second straw for this is becoming an issue for me, where I may have to increase my prices for shipping to ensure that I can send everything airmail with tracking, so that I'm not getting these bad reviews. Not that the Australia person left me a bad review, not at all. She was so kind and so gracious. But this person left me a bad review and hasn't removed it. It's still there. So I don't know if you even can remove a bad review. I have no idea. But if you do order from me and you don't receive your package within a day or two of when Etsy says that you should receive the package, please reach out to me. I will do whatever I have to do to rectify the situation at my end, without it hurting my Etsy shop. Okay, that brings me to today. So I want to make sure I have my dates correct. On August 4th, sorry, I received an order for 2 binders, a Winnie the Pooh binder, a Disney binder, and then one of these Snow White binders. The total of the order after taxes was $181 and change. That was the total going to the UK. So I received the order on the 4th. I shipped the order on the 7th. So that was of August. So that was, we're on the 20th today, I believe, the 19th or the 20th. Anyway, so 6 weeks. 6 weeks it's been. This person reached out to me last week at about the 4.5 week mark to tell me that she hadn't received her package yet. And I explained to her that it would take 6 to 8 weeks for that package to arrive because it is going by boat. I can't send it by air because it would cost me $68. So it went by boat to her. And expect 8 weeks. If you don't receive it within 8 weeks, I will contact you back and I will refund your order or reship your order to you. I wouldn't refund. I would reship it, but I wouldn't refund it. So like I don't refund. I reship. So that was fine. So she said, okay, thank you so much for getting back in contact with me and all of that, and that was fine. So now we haven't even come close to the 8-week mark yet. That's still 2 weeks from now. And I get a notification this morning from Etsy that she filed a claim against me for $181, and Etsy gave her refund of $181. Meaning that this coming week, I don't receive a paycheck from Etsy. Because that exceeds what my earnings were this week. So I'm not going to receive a paycheck from Etsy. So I don't know how that's going to affect my savings challenges this week, because that's where my savings challenge money comes from. All of my savings challenge money for both Wizarding Wednesdays and for just my regular savings challenge night. However, so anyway, because this happened, this now is a huge strike on my Etsy shop, like a huge strike on my Etsy shop. This is going to really affect my Etsy shop. It also, you know, Etsy reached out to me and they wanted, I had to do like a review of my shop and clarify my shipping information, just a whole bunch of stuff. In other words, had I not agreed to do that, Etsy could have shut me down today. And then I would be just out of business, because this person didn't wait the full 8 weeks. Now, she received her refund. I have messaged her this morning and said, when your package arrives, which it will probably in a week or two, then please mark return to sender and drop it back in the mail, because she received her $181 back, so I want my product back. Now, if it's lost in the mail, it's an honest mistake. I wish she had waited the full 8 weeks, and then I would have just resent it to her, but instead she took this route. Which is a strike against me, a strike against my shop, definitely a strike against my reputation, and a strike against my bank account, big time. So in total for this order, I'm out about $300 because of the cost for me to make those binders. They're valued at $140, and then with the Snow White one, it's $165 is the value of the order. Which I've sent to her now, and she will receive it in a couple of days for nothing, where she's not had to pay a dime for it. So I'm hoping that she's not that kind of person and she's going to send it back to me and I've not just been ripped off $181. At least if she sends it back to me, I can recoup some of my losses by putting it back up for sale. However, because this has happened, I have decided that I can no longer ship books and binders to the UK, well, internationally, period, beyond the continental North America. So anywhere in Canada and the continental US, I will ship to, but if you live anywhere that is not in the continental US or overseas, unfortunately, I can't ship to you anymore. Not through Etsy. I just can't do it. I can't take the risk for my business and my pocketbook. I just can't do it. And then also my shipping prices for United States have increased. The reason that I've had to make them where they're increased is because I now have to make sure that I'm sending everything via airmail. So you get it within 3 to 5 days regardless, or at least I certainly hope that's the case. But I'm not going to eat that cost. I already charge way less than I should. I charge $15 for shipping on all product, and all binders cost me a minimum of $20 to ship. So I take a $5 hit right out of the gate already, and then people want tracking, which is $11, and I'm just not willing to take that kind of a hit on every order internationally. So within the United States, I should say. So anyway, so you'll notice when you go on my shop now, within Canada, everything stays the same, but if you live internationally, as in the United States, shipping costs have gone up, unfortunately, and I'm sorry for that, but I just don't feel like I have any choice at this point. And if you live in the UK, well, UK, Australia, or anywhere overseas. The only way that I can still order or still place orders with you is if you contact me privately, and I will still charge the same thing as I charge on my Etsy shop. However, I will be in contact with you upfront to tell you, expect 8 weeks. If you want it to receive it within 10 days or 15 days, then it's going to cost you $60 to ship. Because that's the only way that I can ship overseas anymore. So anyway, if you're one of my returning customers who has so graciously over the last several months purchased from my shop from the UK without complaint, received your product, left me great reviews, and you want something else from my shop, reach out to me privately and I will definitely accommodate you. But other than that, if you want to purchase through Etsy, that's just no longer going to be available. So I think I did this much more graciously than I did in my previous 2 videos, because my previous 2 videos were all over the place. I was shaking, and one of them I almost started crying just because I'm so upset about this. It is a huge hit for me. It's a kick in the teeth because I just know she's going to receive this product within the next week, and I'm going to be just out $181, and she's got 2 beautiful binders to enjoy. But I don't want to think that way about people, but the fact that her and I had a discussion and we had agreed to stay in contact at the 8-week mark, and 2 weeks prior to that 8-week mark, she filed a claim against me, just tells me the kind of person who does stuff like that. So anyway, there is my Christmas binder for 2025. I'm not going to leave it here. I'll probably put it away for now because I'm not going to be using it for a few months. I'm very, very sorry that this video is so bitter and so just angry, but I am bitter and angry, and I'm really sad for the people who have been wonderful customers for the last several months. And supported my shop. I'm really sad for all of them because my books are no longer available. Savings challenges are still available everywhere because they're an envelope. It's an envelope. I drop in the mail, and envelope automatically ships airmail, so that's fine. Oh, and if you're a channel member, this doesn't affect you as well because my mail outs that I do monthly for my channel members are not books or binders. They're just savings challenges in an envelope, so it doesn't affect that. And even if they do, even if I do decide to come up with a binder or something in the future, it still doesn't affect my channel members because it's not in order. That's going to take a strike on my Etsy shop. So anyway, that being said, again, thank you everybody who has supported me over the last several months, and I apologize if there's something that you want on my shop and it's no longer available to you. It's just unfortunately at this point out of my hands. So yeah, so that's all I have. This is an impromptu video. I was going to post my Disney savings challenges today, Disney buck binders today, but this video is going to go up instead, and my Disney bucks binder will be up tomorrow. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye everybody.